Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls Golden What If, whatever you want to call me, and I'm back with the finale of What If Deku had a mythical creature's quirk. For starters, as y'all can tell, this video, most likely, and a lot of the others are basically sponsored by, fandom slash Weeb Nation clothing, which obviously hence the name. It's a combination of both of those terms. But yeah, it's a bunch of anime clothing, as you can see. I'm not gonna take too much time explaining it. Y'all can tell by the little clip in the very beginning. But yeah, so we're sponsored by them. So if you want to check them out, link in the description. There is no promise or anything like that in terms of y'all having to buy things, but it'd be cool for you to just check it out. If you like something, you can use my code GOLDEN for 10% off at checkout. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time because I know what y'all are here for. Y'all are here for the what if. So let's get right into what if Deku had a mythical creature's quirk, the finale. Let's get it. Midoriya begins to fly over the area, scouting out why they would be just thrown into the forest, and he sees tons of monsters scattered throughout the area, and even some flying above. Midoriya then realizes that being a griffin isn't gonna be enough. His body begins to grow and still maintains the look of a griffin, but is growing a scorpion tail. Look, I'm still in control of this Manicore form. Should be enough, to defeat these monsters. He flies around smashing into various monsters, helping clear the way for his classmates, and eventually they get there with some time to spare, and Aizawa is waiting for them. Midoriya lands and the Wild Pussycats sort of flinch in fear. Midoriya realizes and just goes back to his normal form. Sorry to scare you. I got more comfortable with a lot of my forms, so sometimes I forget that I'm in them. They all sigh, saying that it's okay. Aizawa tells everyone to go get changed and also to go eat, and that tomorrow is when training will truly begin. Midoriya sees a kid, and for some reason his animal senses begin to spike, telling him that he is extremely mad and sad. Midoriya walks over to him and kneels down. "You okay, kid?" "Shut up. What do you know?" The kid by the name of Koda then walks away from Midoriya, pissed off. Mandalay then tells Midoriya to not worry about him. He just acts like that around everyone, especially heroes. Midoriya leaves, eats, and heads to bed. The next morning, Aizawa tells the class that he will be telling each person what they need to be working on. Everyone is told except Midoriya, and Aizawa begins to explain to him. "Midoriya, your goal is to get the strength and abilities you have in a monster form to your base form, or your human form." "Okay, sounds good, Sensei. I think I know what I have to do then." Midoriya the whole day began meditating, trying to change into a minotaur, but focusing on staying as a human. While doing this, he would get a horn or part of his face would change, so he would basically have to restart every time. Damn it, focus, Izuku! The day ends with Midoriya still struggling to get it to completely work, but somewhat has the hang of it. The class then eats, and Midoriya sees that Koda isn't there, so he turns into a griffin and carries a plate of food on his back. He lands on the mountain and walks over to Koda. "What the heck are you?" In griffin form, Midoriya lays down and Koda sees the plate. "Oh, it's Midoriya. Thanks for the food, I guess." Midoriya then goes back to normal. "You know, Koda, I know why you are so mad all the time now. I'm sorry about your parents, but that is why I'm on this path. I am literally a monster, Koda, but I still want to save people, so they don't have to fear people like me anymore." Koda looks at Midoriya in shock. "Wow, how inspirational, kid." Midoriya looks and tells Koda to run, that this guy is serious. Koda then runs down the mountain. "What do you want?" "Well, for starters, I'm Muscular, and I came for this kid," as he looks at a picture. but I guess I lucked out. You're right here. Muscular charges at Midoriya and he blocks the punch. What? I'm using the power of the Minotaur without changing. Midoriya punches back and does a little bit of damage. Okay, kid. Got some fight in you. I like that. Muscular enters his full power state and slams Midoriya into the wall. Is that all you got, kid?
No, of course not.
Midoriya then begins to transform into the three-headed hellhound, towering over Muscular. Whoa, this will be fun, kid. What is this? Muscular looks at his hand, and it's shaking like crazy. Midoriya gets a close look, looking Muscular straight in his eyes. What the hell are you? Midoriya grabs him in his mouth and throws him against the wall, or against the cliff. Muscular is knocked out, and Midoriya transforms back into a griffin. Damn it, that form is still horrible to control. As he's flying, he gets shot by something. What the hell is that? He looks to see 3 elephant tranquilizer darts in him. Damn it. Sorry, Sensei. Midoriya passes out, and when he wakes up, he sees Shigaraki in front of him. Morning, kid. Hope you slept well. What do you want? It's really not what I want. It's what he wants. All for One walks into the room. Hello, Izuku Midoriya. I would like your quirk, but if you don't want to lose it, just join us and you can keep it. Oh, is that hesitation from the King of Monsters? Come on, kid. You are no hero. Society will never accept you. Midoriya sits in complete silence and then smiles. You know what, All for One? Just take my quirk. Go ahead. Wait, Master. This kid is smiling. He knows something. Midoriya begins to laugh. What? Is the great All for One scared? Come take my quirk. All for One walks over to Midoriya, about to touch his head. Fine, kid. Have it your way. Midoriya begins to twitch, and electricity begins to revolve around basically All for One and him, until All for One stops and begins to pant. What the heck was that, kid? My quirk. To me, I'm normal, but my brain is all types of messed up. But I've had years to train my mind. You can't take my quirk. You'll just go insane. Now, All for One. Why would I do this? Maybe I wanted to stall time? All Might then smashes through the wall with tons of pro heroes. Midoriya channeled the werewolf senses and heard the pro heroes outside, so he stalled for time, knowing All for One, even if he got his quirk, would just go insane. But he wouldn't put himself through that anyways. Midoriya breaks the chains and walks to the heroes. Young Midoriya, are you okay? And what did you do to All for One? I showed him what was in my mind. All for One and the League of Villains are cuffed, and All for One laid still, basically freaking out in his own mind. Midoriya walks out, and a car is sent to pick him up. Sensei, good to see you. I had to come pick you up, kid. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks. Is it true that you made All for One lose his mind, problem child? Well, sort of. He just heard and felt everything I do in my mind. Aizawa looks at Midoriya in shock, but Midoriya just smiles. You know, Sensei? I just don't let the voices get to me. Aizawa shakes his head and says that he's gonna be a great pro hero someday. They head back to UA and it's announced that they will be moving into dorms. After Inko agreed, Midoriya moved into the dorms as well. While in his room, he heard a knock. He opens the door. "Problem child, I got a request from Ryukyu to send you to her agency." "What? Why?" "She said she has something for you. I know what it is, but I'm not telling you. Just go." "Okay, sensei. Thank you." Midoriya leaves, and when he arrives, he is greeted by Ryukyu. "Hey Midoriya, welcome back. Please follow me." Midoriya follows her in, and Ryukyu throws him a remote. "What is this for?" "Just hit play." What plays is a soundbite from inside the room when Midoriya tells All For One to take his quirk, and that he basically won't be a villain. Midoriya pauses it. "Why are you showing me this, Ryukyu?" "Midoriya, unpause it and keep listening." He does so, and a new voice appears. "Hello, Izuku Midoriya. I saw a file that you interned at Ryukyu's agency, so I thought to send this message to her. What you did in the face of not only a dangerous villain, but the most dangerous villain in Japan, this proves that you will be an amazing hero. And as a thanks from the Hero Commission, we would like to give you your Provisional Hero License. We know you will do amazing things with it, and keep providing safety to Japan." The soundbite then cuts out. "Is this real? Are you serious, Ryukyu?" She pulls out a license with his face and name on it. "I'm proud of you, Midoriya. I hope for the work studies you decide to come work with us once again." Midoriya runs to her, hugging her, and begins to cry. "I can't believe it. I did it, Ryukyu." She pats him on the head, saying that he better be working with her agency. And he says of course he will. Then she gets him basically into a car to head back to UA. When he arrives, Aizawa is waiting for him. "Congrats, problem child. You deserve it. But don't worry about your classmates. They will be taking their Provisional Hero exam soon. They will catch up eventually." Midoriya thanks Aizawa, but Aizawa tells him that he is just doing his job, that he is the one doing more than what any other student would do. Midoriya heads to his dorms and tells his class what happened, and they're all excited for him. Even Bakugo tells him good job, in his own little Bakugo way, right? Some time passes and classes start up again, and Aizawa explains the plan. "Okay, today we'll be working on our super moves. And in the next 2 days, you will all be partaking in the Provisional Hero License exam. But Midoriya, when we go, I will be sending you to Ryukyu's agency." Midoriya nods, and the class heads out to the gym. Midoriya began working on super moves. A super move he has been trying to do for a while, that he deems as Judgment. Using the power of the three-headed hellhound without transforming, causing for an intense bloodlust and fear to spread around him at a 30-meter radius. But he is still struggling to keep it only to the people with bad intentions. He meditates until he can basically feel the power of bloodlust and then releases it. "Oh, nice, I did it." He looks up to see half his class passed out. "Oh, sorry about that." 2 days pass, and Midoriya is sent to Ryukyu's agency. "Oh my god, it's Midoriya! I missed you!" "Glad to see you too, Nejire." Nejire begins to ask him a bunch of questions, but then Ryukyu tells her that if they do a good job, she will basically show her the message that the Hero Commission sent to Midoriya. Nejire agrees and begins to get excited. "So Midoriya, first off, I'm glad to see you back at the agency. But we are currently helping with the case on the Shiha Zaikai with, Sir Nidai's agency." "Oh, cool. What do you need from me?" "Well, since I know you have some monsters that are good at tracking things, I need you to basically find where this is from." Ryukyu pulls out a bandage. "What? What is that? Is it a bandage or something? Yes, Midoriya, but we have heard of a sighting of Overhaul in certain areas, and this was left at one of them. Okay, just give it to me. Midoriya turns into a werewolf and begins to sniff the bandage. What the hell? What is it, Midoriya? The scent, it's a child's scent. Overhaul has a child? But why would the child need a bandage like this? This isn't a regular bandage. Ryukyu looks at him in shock. Overhaul might be torturing his own child? Ryukyu grabs the phone and calls someone. Midoriya, are you sure about this? Yes, Nejire. Different ages have different smells, and this doesn't smell like us. We're older, teenagers. This is a child, for sure. Ryukyu comes back and tells Midoriya that they are going to the scene of where this bandage was found. They leave, and when they arrive at the scene, Midoriya begins to sniff around. Wait, this smell, it's getting stronger. Follow me. They begin running, and they come across a little girl running from an alleyway, and a man with a mask that grabs her and heads back into it. They run over to see the man walking away, and Ryukyu shouts telling him to wait. The man turns. Ryukyu gulps in nervousness. This is Overhaul, huh, Ryukyu? She nods and the man looks at them. Look, heroes, I will give you a chance. Just leave now and I won't kill any of you. Midoriya then kneels and looks at the little girl. Hi, little one. Can you please close your eyes for me? She does so, and tears begin to fall down her face. Ryukyu looks at Midoriya and he basically makes a signal with his hands. They both know that this signal means to basically look away right when he transforms. Overhaul, I can't let you hurt that girl anymore. And if you have to kill me, just do it. But look at me and kill me like a real man. I like you, kid, but you still have to die. Midoriya's hair begins to change into snakes, and his body turns more feminine. No, Overhaul, I already won. Midoriya, using his Gorgon form, turned Overhaul into stone. He turns back into himself and heads over to Eri. Hey, little one, you can open your eyes now. Eri looks at Midoriya, but then turns to see Overhaul made of stone. See, you're safe now. He picks up Eri, and they take Overhaul to a police station, and they begin to head back to the agency. You know, Midoriya, I would love to have you work for me when you get out of UA. Yeah, I mean, I would love that too, Ryukyu. Nejire then says, what about her? Like, don't forget about her. Ryukyu pats her on the head, telling her that she would love to have her as well. Nejire says, yay, and they continue walking until the ground begins to shake. Midoriya hands Eri over to Nejire. Nejire, make sure Eri gets out of here. They both ask what is happening. That thing, I can sense it. It's coming for me, but why? Midoriya then sees a massive man, basically that looks as big as mountains. What the hell is that thing?
Asuka Midoriya, I will kill you for my master, all for one.
This thing is all for one's henchman? Ryukyu, Nejire, go get help and get Eri to safety. I will fight this thing. They agree and head off. Damn, I really wish the Gorgon form would work, but I have a pretty high suspicion that it won't be working on him. Like he's a literal monster. Midoriya then turns into a manticore and begins to fly, and basically takes the monstrous man outside the city, and helicopters begin to surround them. Reporting live, we have our very own monster showdown between what seems to be two villains, but we will keep you updated very soon. The people at UA see this and get a call from Ryukyu telling them the situation, and even people in the dorms his classmates and many others see it, screaming at the TV that is no villain. Damn it, this thing is insane. I'm not even sure Cerbus can frickin' take this thing down. Midoriya begins to change. Fine, but I have to try this at least. Midoriya changes. Now this massive dragon with 9 heads, known as the Hydra. Midoriya lands and using all 9 of his heads, breathes fire at the monster. What is this thing? How is he alive right now? The monster basically barrels through all the fire and slams Midoriya. Damn it, this thing just won't go down.
You are the reason why All For One is gone. I will kill you.
Midoriya struggles, trying to get him off. Let go of me, you damn brute! Midoriya goes back to his human form and sneaks off, turning into his werewolf form, running away into the woods. Damn, what am I supposed to do? Only if I could just activate all the monsters at one time. Wait. Damn, why do I have to come up with stuff like this? Midoriya runs to the top of a high mountain, being followed by Gigantomachia. Yo, you stupid brute! You want to kill me? Come get me! Midoriya then focuses all the voices, all the pain, everything he has ever held back, he let it loose. I will show you the true power of the king of the monsters. Monsters begin to come out of Midoriya as if he was transforming, but then separating at the same time. From his Minotaur, to the Hydra, to the Phoenix, to the Gorgon, and many more. Izuku Midoriya was showing why he was truly the king of all monsters. Midoriya unleashes all these monsters, and he basically stood in the center of all of them. Now beat him for your king. Midoriya points at Gigantomachia, and the monsters charge at him. Now I win, you dumb brute. Midoriya passes out, and the news helicopter is above. We have just seen one boy send various monsters after this fiend that supposedly was a henchman before All For One was defeated. Now, with that monster defeated, it seems as if all these other monsters refuse to leave this boy's side. We will update you soon. Midoriya begins to wake up, hearing voices of people saying, "He's awake, he's awake." Ugh, what happened? My head hurts. Midoriya looks around, seeing all his creatures, and they all bow their head. We are happy to see you are okay, Master. Oh, what? Master, no need to call me that, please. But you defeated him? You all defeated him? Yes, we did, and we wanted to make sure you were safe. Wow, thanks. So what now? Well, if you don't need us, now we will leave. Leave? Leave where? They then begin to change into energy and enter into Midoriya once again. Oh, that's what they meant by leave. I don't know why I thought anything else but that. But I can't believe that actually worked. Midoriya looks over to see Gigantomachia knocked out cold. Wow, I did that? Well, sort of me, I guess. Ryukyu and Nejiue are then behind him. We saw it, kid. You are something else. Hey, you know I love appreciation, but I need sleep now. I'm tired. Ryukyu pats him on the head. You got it, Midoriya. Or should I say, King of the Monsters? And that is the end of this What If. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And make sure to check in the description below for my links. And that includes the sponsor of this video. Also, I mean, you know, if you honestly, if you go check it out just to look at the clothing, I think they're pretty cool. I mean, you don't even need to buy anything if you so choose not to buy anything. But yeah, that's about it. And I hope all of y'all have an amazing day. Later.